In this episode of Things That Don't Make Sense to Me is the commoditization of water. Like, water is something that people used to just go fill up a bucket and use. And then all of a sudden, in like the 80s and 90s, they started to bottle it up and bottle it in plastic, bottle it in something that is destroying the earth, and then resell it to us. All the while saying that like the next big shortage, the next big crisis is going to be water. Like at one point, we've all been taught growing up that at one point, water is going to be more valuable than oil, and we're going to be fighting wars over water. Meantime, right now, we have literal companies going to war to procure clean water, to run AI data centers that like nobody even really wants, right? Like when we were told our whole lives that we'd be fighting wars for water, I think a lot of us assumed we'd be fighting like each other. We'd be fighting like nations for rights to fresh water and things like that. I didn't think it would be us versus billionaires who own corporations. Like that is an unfair fight. And they have got a long head start. Like they are literally trying to take over. Like Greenland is important for a lot of reasons, but one of them is because it's a freshwater resource. It has a lot of potential fresh water on it. And they aren't doing it for the benefit of humanity at all whatsoever. They are not procuring that water to secure it for future needs of Americans. They aren't going to use that to get us ahead in this like future looming war for water. They're procuring it for their own wealth and greed. So they can run AI data centers that don't even show they're profitable. They're not even shown to be anything that's going to be making them money. It makes no sense. It literally logically makes no sense. I feel like everybody can sense a downfall, an AI bubble popping. They've invested so much money, so much of the government's money to back it up. It is being held together with government funding and Band-Aids and bubble gum. But yet it's sucking dry a resource that we have always known will be an issue. We've always known it's going to be something that will be fought over because of increases in climate change. But yet they're creating more devastating climate change while sucking that one valuable resource dry. It makes absolutely no sense. It makes no sense. We should not be fighting for data centers. It's fighting with data centers for fresh water. The fact they created this industry using a finite resource is one of the stupidest things. These people are not smart. They could have found ways to not use fresh water for this. They could have found ways. Why are they not doing reverse osmosis with salinated water? Instead, they're going to go to war and steal land to get the fresh water access. Not to mention what's underneath all that ice. What's underneath, hidden under there, they need for their other tech that nobody wants. Nobody's going to want it. Because guess what? The more they do nefariously with this tech, the less we're going to trust it. The fact they're stealing all of our data off our phone, people are going to move more and more away from tech as they use tech to kill us and go work against us and to threaten our identities, threaten our livelihood, threaten our lives. Like, we're not going to lean more into tech. I don't think they realize that they're a self-fulfilling prophecy of their own destruction. And not to mention, they're speed running the destruction of Earth. Like, you can't get more rich if there's literally no more people to do your stuff. Like the lack of forethought and the just hoovering of any wealth they can see it doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense to me. Don't even get me started on how this ties into their whole like population growth slowing issue. Like, because it's connected. It's all connected.